By the way, are there no VCs with Jito? Is it like all gonna be airdrop? What about the team?
Yeah, so there is, I believe, 10% or 16% is reserved for the team, and then it's 20% for investors. So certainly some insider allocations here, but then there's also a fairly hefty ecosystem fund. So yes, it's not just all airdrop.
Hello and welcome to another video, and in today's one we're going to take a look at what happened to Jito. Because Jito has been on a massive run up. I'm going to tell you what I've done as well in terms of trading this one. And then we'll talk about the other project that I've been meaning to talk about, also building on Solana. They have been out for quite some time. I'm really bullish about this one, and you'll see why. You'll really understand why once you look at this specific thing here that I'm going to be talking about. I'm not going to spoil it yet though, so just hang on there. But first I just want to talk about Jito here. So in the end, I did buy Jito again. I got back in. So yesterday, what I did is this has been on a massive run up, by the way. Look, as you can see, it's still on a continuous uptrend here, but I believe it's gonna find some sort of top. I just don't think this can sustain, right? It would be really, really weird. So yesterday I sold the Jito when it got to 352 after buying in at 285. So I got in around here somewhere, and I sold on the way up here. I got out at the 352. I didn't get out exactly on the peak. I believe the peak was 370 something at the time. So I didn't get out, yeah, 379 as you can see here. That was the peak, still quite close to the top. And then early morning, I saw that the price started dropping. I placed an order at 325 instead, because I thought, you know, this still has some fuel in the tank, and it looks like I was right with this one. Again, it was a pure gamble because it could have dumped quite a lot. So I got in at 325 and I rode it all the way to $3.90. Now I saw it at 395, and then it pulled back to 368 or something like that. So I was like, oh, damn. This is going to destroy me. Like, this is going to go all the way back to my buy, maybe even below. So I really thought that, you know, I'm done here, that I'm going to get screwed with this because it was a pure gamble. Like, I didn't even have like a stop loss or anything. This was just a flip. It wasn't like a proper trade. It was purely a flip, just gambling here, thinking that maybe I can make a nice gain from this specific move. And I did, because it did go back up to 390. Once again, it retested it. I got out. You know, I should have waited a bit longer, because I could have gotten a really nice profit, given that I've put in 5 times as much capital in this specific trade from last night until today than I did the one in the previous day. So, you know, I could have gotten like a really, really nice profit, but nevertheless, I can't complain. You know, profit is profit. So I had a pullback from 444 to 385, and I could have gotten back in. I saw this. But I decided not to. I decided to just, you know, chill, take a step back, relax, and see how the market's going to move, because I think this market has been doing extremely well in the last couple of days, and I think it's due for some sort of correction. So I think when we're going to get that correction, we may see Jito go back to maybe 299. I believe it's going to retest that area eventually. I could be wrong. This thing could be flying to $5, $6. I don't know. But this is just my perception of the market right now. So I'm going to wait, I'm going to be patient, and then I'm going to try and get back in. If not, there are other opportunities. There are a lot of Solana airdrops which have been doing extremely well. DOT has also been doing extremely well. Like DOT went to $7.70, I believe. Let me just quickly check it here. DOT went to $7.70, close to it, $7.68. I think on Binance it went a little bit higher. It's pulling back a bit now. It's a 709, right? But anyway, I don't want to talk about the DOT in this specific one. I just wanted to give it a quick shout out here, because it has been doing really, really well as well. So Solana is not the only one that has pumped, right? Atom has not been doing that well, I believe. I think Atom is kind of struggling still. What is it now? 1065? Yeah, I mean, it's not that great. It was like 950. Solana has been doing well. Injective has been doing extremely well as well, but yeah, it's insane, right? And we're going to get more Solana airdrops. And this is what the next one that I want to talk about here. And this is Zeta Markets. Okay, so this specific DEX, and it's a perpetual DEX, so think of it as the GMX of Solana, is going to be huge when they list the token. They have not listed the token yet, but their DEX is live, so you can actually trade on there. Again, not financial advice, be very careful. It's leverage trading. You can get absolutely wrecked if you're not a professional trader, and if you don't know how to place the stop limits and do, like, if you're only going to do like flips and gamble, then it's super, super risky. So I don't personally recommend you use it, but I'm just telling you why I think this is going to do good as a token. And I'm going to personally buy it. So I'm going to have skin in the game in this one. Okay, this is not sponsored, by the way. I just want to make that clear. I've been told about this by a friend of mine, and the main reason I'm bullish on this is because of this. Backed by Jump Crypto, who are behind Injective, okay, so really, really big market makers, and Wintermute, a top market maker firm. Okay, so these two ones here, Jump and Wintermute, these two are enough to make me bullish on this specific one. And apparently this is going to be airdropped to Solana holders, but not only that, also to people who are trading on their Perpetual DEX. So this is their Perpetual DEX. As you can see, it looks pretty slick. It got this purplish color here, and you could see all the different token pairs that you can trade on here. So it's got Sol Perp, BTC Perp, ETH Perp, Aptos, Arbitrum. These are all against USDT, by the way. And what they're doing here right now, because they don't have a token, they're saying that you can earn a Z-score when you trade. So based on your Z-score, because you do need to connect your wallet, by the way. So based on your Z-score, you're going to get an airdrop of their token whenever they're going to launch. So that is pretty good for traders. That's why I said, like, if you're not like a trader, I wouldn't recommend this, okay? Just be very careful with this. But they have listed Jito as well. Of course, they had to list Jito because Jito has been performing incredibly well. At least on KuCoin, it's like the top most hyped token out there, right? And it was the first one yesterday, if you would have looked at it yesterday. But yeah, as you can see, like Zeta here is incredible, right? Like the backers that they've got, you know, like this one's gonna do extremely well. Like you can bet on this one. You know, when it comes to how it's going to perform, I'm super bullish on this one, and I can't wait for it. But I just want to share to you something. So I was in this X Spaces with some guys from Bankless, and one of the guys who works at Bankless is close to the team at Jito, and also knows some stuff about Zeta as well. And so I asked him some questions. So just listen to this audio recording here.
Zeta Markets, I'm really excited for that one. So I gotta ask you, like, I know you can't probably give exact dates, but like, do you think we could probably see that go live, as in the token, this month, or do you reckon it's going to be next year?
I'm feeling like, I mean, my gut tells me that a lot of these airdrops are going to happen next year. It feels like airdrop season's just kind of coming up, right? A lot of these protocols don't have their point systems in place. I think that they're gonna need a little bit more time. So I'm anticipating more airdrops next year. I think there's still a probability we see some more this year, but first half of 2024 seems like it's going to be pretty active.
Just to get an idea, because I did think that they're going to be listing this token in December, but unfortunately it doesn't sound like it's going to happen. I'm not sure if this guy knows exactly when it's going to list, but this is the best we can go by because we don't have any other information. So we're going to assume that they're probably listed maybe in January or February next year. But who knows? Maybe they will be listing in December after all, if they see all the hype with this market. So we just have to hope that this will happen, because with this DEX, with this working product they've got, and the amount of liquidity they got a lot of volume. Like look on the Sol one, they've got 19,843,000 in volume. That is pretty good for a Perpetual DEX. So this is the GMX of Solana, guys, and it looks really good. So yeah, I think this is going to do good. Given the backers, they're not going to sleep on this, right? They're going to want to make money. So you can bet they're going to want to try to do their best here to provide a lot of liquidity. So yeah, this is all I wanted to say here. Just wanted to share this with you in advance. I am going to be eyeing this. Of course, I'm going to do a video when this launches just to let you know. And we'll look at the price action then. But yeah, thank you for watching. And don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe or follow me if you're watching this on X. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.